There is a lady, you might even call her the first lady of these United States, and she endures a life of despair while chaos and destruction rages around her. And this week, the destruction isn't just a figure of speech. There is actual demolition happening just outside her White House window. And in this breaking story, Melania's secret feelings are revealed about the Donalds' defiling of the once sacred building. If this story reveals that she does oppose the radical White House remodeling and her feelings do happen to be leaked, it would not be the first time that her disgust in the Donald has been shown to the world. Nor would it be the first time she has made news with regard to the East Wing. Who can forget the last time? Well, honestly, I did until I saw this post by Mike Singleton that reminded me of this classic Melania moment. Melania Trump, when she saw the entire East Wing being torn down. Thank God, less effing Christmas decorations to worry about.
You also had a conversation with the First Lady about her role as First Lady and some of her duties, including Christmas at the White House. I want to play that.
They say I'm complicit. I'm the same like him. I support him. I don't say enough. I don't do enough.
No,
where I am, I'm working like my ass off.
I know.
Christmas stuff that, who gives a about Christmas stuff and decoration, but I need to do it, right?
Yeah, but imagine 100%. You have no choice.
And then I do it, and I say that I'm working on Christmas, planning for the Christmas. And they said, oh, what about the children? That they were separated. Give me a break. Where they were saying anything when Obama did that?
I know.
I cannot go. I was trying to get the kid reunited with the mom. I didn't have a chance. Needs to go through the process and through the law.
It's so interesting. I mean, one, there's hearing her being hostile toward, decorating the White House for Christmas, I certainly doesn't jive with, the Fox whole idea. I mean, if we're talking about a war on Christmas, it's funny that she would be leading that. But certainly it's one of those traditional roles, and I don't know. It's fascinating to hear her talk like that.
I think Melania has an internal conflict, and just back to the border for a moment.
Yeah.
I think that, as a mother, those maternal instincts in her were set off, and she really did care. But there is no husband to go home to.
And just one more clip that I discovered while researching this story before I reveal her feelings about the dark cloud that Donald has put over the East Wing. This clip is new to me and funny because she takes a shot at the Obamas for not preparing her for life in the White House.
It's a snapshot of what it takes to move back into the White House. I don't think a First Lady has ever done this.
Not that I know, of course.
Behind the scenes, what is it like when you're moving back in the White House? What's different this time?
The difference is I know where I will be going. I know the rooms where we will be living. I know the process. The first time was challenging. We didn't have much of the information. The information was upheld for us from previous administration.
Melania's stress over the enormity of living in the White House and her role in managing some of it just got lighter. So she would be over the moon at the idea of seeing a portion of it reduced to rubble and carted away in dump trucks, right? Well, not really, according to several news outlets that are reporting a divide in the House that was violently divided by machines.
Melania Trump revolts against East Wing demolition, revealing it's not her project. First Lady Melania Trump has her doubts about the drastic remodeling of the White House East Wing, which is now rubble. The building was demolished so that the president could create a sprawling, gold-laden ballroom on the White House grounds, a construction project her husband has long wanted to bring to life. The total destruction of the more than 120-year-old wing only took a few days. The dusty remains have now begun being dumped into trucks and removed from the grounds. Amid the construction, Melania privately raised concerns over the sprawling project to her associates, administration officials told the Wall Street Journal. The 55-year-old also has been reiterating to confidants that the remodel is not her project, distancing herself from the demolition of the historic home of the office of the First Lady. Adding 90,000 square feet to the White House compound, the wing, as it's currently designed, will be expected to accommodate around 1,000 guests standing and 650 seated. The ballroom's $300 million estimated price tag will be paid for by donors and himself, Trump claims. Already there's controversy swirling over what the new addition will be named, and some think it may be named after the president, though he denies those reports.
Donald Trump's demolition on the White House might just be the perfect metaphor for both his relationship to Melania and this country. The White House used to symbolize dignity, order, and leadership, and now it's reduced to rubble, chaos, and contractors scrambling to maintain his singular vision, a vision that is 100% focused on himself. And with winter looming, late October is a strange time to start building, unless, of course, you're Donald Trump. Then it makes perfect sense because nothing says great leadership like launching a vanity construction project while the country freezes and democracy cracks. But he does not care. He just wants a photo op that screams, King Donald in my golden castle. And like his marriage to Melania, the optics will matter far more than the foundation.